Now, this is old, what we're about to see right here. This is not anything new. It's been out there for years. But somehow, I didn't see it. I don't know how. And when I look at this, I find it, I enjoyed it so much, love it so much. I was wondering, how did I miss this? Might even start a new segment for people who find things that there actually are some value, some content, or some video, or some song, or something that has been out there for a while that's incredible, but somehow we happen to miss it. Like what we're about to watch right here. We're going to be in LA live October 18th. We're going to be at the Catch One. The address for that is 4067 West Pico Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90019. And if you type into your web browser, double toasted Eventbrite, put Los Angeles in there for good measure, then it's going to take you to that page where you can see what's going on for that evening. Now, what we're about to watch here is a video from Marvin Gaye's son. And Marvin Gaye's, a lot of people say, I didn't even know he had a son, much less a son that could sing. And, you know, and before I even get into that, got to remind you of the talent of Marvin Gaye. Mm-hmm. You know, something was making the rounds, speaking of things that have resurfaced. There's this video, and it's been out there for a while, but it's a video where it's Marvin Gaye doing I Heard It Through the Grapevine. And they took all the music out where it's just his vocals, so you're kind of getting it a cappella. The man was amazing.
Ooh, I bet you're wondering how I knew. Don't you know that I heard it through the grapevine?
Shit,
yeah.
That's almost as good as the California raisins.
Yeah, almost. Almost. Those raisins, man, you know. No, man. Them raisins go off. Those talented raisins, man. Grapes go off. But Marvin's a close second.
Yeah.
And those raisins got those moves too.
that shit they were doing out there, yeah.
That is just an amazing voice.
Yeah.
And you listen to it, and you now you hear that he has a son. And so a lot of people assume that people with as much talent as Marvin Gaye, surely there's so much talent that it passes down to their children. And I'm here to tell you, it does not. It does not.
Are we about to get another Richard Pryor Jr. situation?
Man, boo. Yeah. Boo. Boy, let me tell y'all, man, Marvin Gaye the III. That's who we're about to listen to right here. This, I had to even, I had to like pull back. I said, do I even want to do this? Because if I had to go down this route here, if I play this, we are going to talk some shit. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be cruel. I don't want to be an asshole with this, but I said, you know what? If I play this, we're going to be some bitches over here. We are going to be some of the biggest assholes.
Hey, not me. I will be above all that.
You will be the biggest asshole.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I thought of it like this. Hey, you know what? We're critics. We review movies. What's the difference?
Get some sort of force that synergy in there.
This is a giant leap.
What's the difference, y'all? Okay, from the back.
Okay. All right, hold on now.
Before the mother even sang, before a note comes out his mouth, before you were just the way he just moving his head already, you like, oh shit.
Me and Mama, ooh.
Yeah, now you know I'm trying to rise above all this. Why you got to show this to me? Oh, is the son a robot?
Let me just say something here. And this is why I'm going to come in and criticize and do it hard like I'm about to do right now. Let's get one thing straight right off the bat. If you use auto-tune and you're the son of Marvin Gaye, you are already fucking up his name.
Yeah.
if you dared to have any kind of assistance at all, and you gonna sit up here and drop hard his daddy's name, you already fucking up. You know, the audacity. We went from this.
Oh, I heard it through the grapevine.
To this.
All I see is your face, and I mean
it. No. You don't get to do that. You don't get to call yourself Marvin Gaye. I don't give a if your daddy gave you the name. Change your goddamn name. You don't get to do this.
Change that S curl too.
You could have called yourself Martin Faye or some shit like that. I wouldn't even criticize that hard. I would have been like, it's just a brother out there doing his thing. It's just a brother out here. I wouldn't say anything about it. It's just a guy out here he's just trying to look.
Starving
He's just
Ray.
trying to get by like anybody else. Keep in mind that this is like almost a 3-minute video. We ain't even at the 30-second mark yet.
It looks cheap as hell too.
And it looks cheap as. What the is up with this technology that he got right here?
He's at home.
Yeah.
It's Stark Tech.
It really is. He's like some Iron Man shit.
Yeah.
Like he scroll. I like the way when he gets up, he scrolls through some screens and then they just drop it. And the budget ran out. And they go right back to Google.
Yep.
By the way, the way the video comes across is that if you look at it,
He's like a
it's like he set
Sliver.
it's like he set cameras up in
all
our
over the
house.
like
city.
Sliver, like Sliver.
Yeah, all in our house and shit. Yeah, and he's looking, and he's just spying on our ass.
Just like Dolomite.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Tito Jackson, but
Oh,
yeah.
Tito Jackson. Yeah. Rerun.
Yeah.
He can't even like. It keeps going back to the.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't even dance. Everything's lethargic.
Yeah.
Right? I
Yeah,
mean, he
yeah.
can't even put any expression in his face.
It's on you. What you say, green screen?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. This is the Tommy Wiseau of music videos right here.
Oh shit, I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Could that woman look any less interested?
Yeah, I know.
Actually, I got a surprise for you right after this.
Okay.
You know, maybe he's adopted. You know, he don't look nothing like his
I know,
daddy.
you know, you get Marvin Gaye. It's like, see what your son is doing? Is that my son?
Yeah.
Yeah, be honest with you, I got a lot of kids.
Yeah.
I'm gonna claim Nona, but no, but also it was like he's not even doing it cinematically proper. Like just you kiss a girl in the video. We don't want to see your tongue and you making out with it. It's disgusting. I had to get that last little button.
Meanwhile, you got a minute worth of credits here, and that's what I'm saying. The woman in here, seriously, the credits are almost as long as a video, and yeah, that's his wife.
Yeah, that's why you said a surprise. Because the other thing I was thinking, I was like, okay, this is not somebody who's used to doing this. She's not being seductive. It's because it's his wife, and she's like, this is kind of stupid, but I'll do it for you.
Right. That woman, she walks in the house.
Yeah.
He just caught her coming back home for shopping.
There's a minute worth of like this is a motion picture. Like there's gonna be a Marvel sting at the end of this shit. This shit is about a minute long worth of credits right here for a cheap ass video.
Y'all laughing. You're going to be singing it on the way home.
Oh, I was all day. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna, hey, listen, that's what I'm saying. If this man here wasn't if he was not Marvin Gaye's son here, allegedly, you know, I'm there's a lot of things I'm just refusing to believe it. If he was not Marvin Gaye's son, or at least if he didn't use his father's name and image everywhere, I would just write this off as a dude who made a dance to it.
Right.
Like I wouldn't even be hating on it. I'd just be like, all right, you know what? Maybe you know what I know about music. It could be a hit, it could not. You know,
the kids might love it.
Yeah, you know, you in the club, shit. You ain't even listening to the music.
Right.
You
It's just the beat.
Yeah, you just trying to grind up some chicken shit. That's all. With everything that is involved, from Marvin Gaye's name to his image in here, and the production that we see on this video. I refuse. Is this part of me? I refuse to believe that this is real. It can't be. So I'm like, Luke Skywalker, no! You know, it can't, it's not true.
It's impossible.
No.
That's impossible. No!
You can't put your daddy's name on this. Even if his father wasn't involved, with the production they have, somebody would pull aside and be like, man, you sure you want to keep doing this?
He did. Somebody big said, no, you can't. He said, oh, yes, I goddamn can.
Yeah. He was probably urged to do that.
This has got to be a joke. Because there's some things you look at and you don't f up that bad unless you were trying. You know, unless you, I mean, this is what people do with parodies.
Yeah.
This is what people do to be funny. You know, this is what people do to troll people. You know what I'm saying? This is the kind of shit you see at like 3 a.m. on Adult Swim. You know, I just, part of me just says, I don't want to believe because I just don't want to be made a fool out of. I'm just thinking at some point, somewhere, it's just I'm gonna find out that this is not real, and this dude gonna pop up and say, "Gotcha."
When was this released?
Well, you know what? That's a good question, man. That's a great question. I'm gonna tell you something. Because I did not want to think that this was made in the 2000s. I thought that this was a video. When I looked at this and talk about parodies, I actually thought that this was. I'm kind of joking, but kind of not. I thought that this was a video made in the 90s back when Sammy Sosa was black.
Yeah.
You know, I thought Sammy, I really thought Sammy Sosa was trying to have a music career, and this was him for a little bit. I said, okay, well, where's Marvin Gaye's son produced him or something? You know, I don't know. I said, I'm not buying this shit.
And the technology is going all over the place because he's doing that swipe thing, which you can do now.
Yeah.
But then when they show on the TV, it's some old school projection widescreen TV.
Right.
I was going to cut him some slack. Everyone
And beat him with it.
Everyone here has a style from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at this. If you look at throughout this video, I ain't gonna go back and play this shit again. But if you go and look at it on your own, I mean, you'll see that all his shirts have that Ed Hardy splotch on them.
Yeah.
And that Ed Hardy swastika and shit. You know, it's that Nazi Ed Hardy star and shit. You know,
Nazi star. And that hairdo.
And that
Yeah, the hairdo for sure.
God.
That's what makes me think this is 1995.
Yeah, that Jerry Curl mad scientist look like he got going on. You know, there's points in here that is so bad, the styling in this, that it looks like he's actually wearing a costume. You know, that point y'all talking about like Dolomite and rerun. I'm looking at this, I'm like, if you look at this, like, why does he look like he's going to a 90s Pimps and Hoes costume party?
Yeah.
You know, this is the pimp costume that you get at the Halloween store.
Right. No, it is. It's a picture on the back of the pimp costume you buy. You're like, oh, that's what it looks like.
When you looking on Google, they always got that white dude just posting that shit, you know.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, you know, looking like something out of BAPS or some shit.
Yeah,
you know?
he looks like he's around. Not like, no, it's shit.
Yeah. And speaking of pimps, they got it. And look, I'm not one of these guys that talking about this woman's age or anything, because I think she's hot and whatever, you know. But what in the
big ass titty.
Yeah.
You can't wait to show them off.
Marvin Gaye's money went to something.
Yeah. Big ass titty. Can't wait to show them.
Yeah, couldn't wait to put him out there.
10,000, huh? The whole 10,000.
But he got 5,000 a pair. But he got her dressed like a hoe.
Yeah,
a straight up hoe.
That's what she looks like walking into that restaurant.
Not only she dressed like a hoe, but she trying to be a video hoe. You know, somebody that and even the video don't even work to their advantage. I'm looking at this, and this dude's look at that dude. He's like, I thought you were 25 years old in your profile.
I paid up front for this.
Yeah. You know, got her dressed up crazy, man. This is not a good look for a woman of this age to have her dressed up like a goddamn 50-year-old hooker.
Yeah, like a straight up like an escort.
Yeah. That's why she walks in. I was like, ugh. And he's like, can't take my eyes off you. It's like, dude, just slip her $200.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
You should do whatever you want. But he has like straight up titty almost coming out in every scene she's in.
Even her style. If she ain't looking like a hoe, they got her dressed up looking like the middle-aged mom that's trying to be cool like her daughter's friends.
Right.
Yep.
All bedazzled out and Ed Hardy'd out and shit. It's just like everything in this video is miscalculated. Everything is a disaster.
Nice house.
There's not, like I said, I see, you know, that's probably Marvin Gaye's house, and he just let his son in there.
Bro, see, but there's another thing. It's like, why would you have his picture right there? That doesn't make no sense.
No, that's the problem.
Yeah,
here.
pictures of him hanging all around the
All
house.
over the silver gold records and shit.
And when I looked at this and I said, this cannot be, because when I really thought, I was like, look, at best, it's the year 2000. Because 2001 ain't gonna let that shit in here. But
I guess he was asleep that day.
yeah.
Jumped over.
Do you see Marvin Gaye's son going back? Huh? Where? Whoa, shit. That's too late.
Oh,
He's already recording.
Yeah, I passed out for 2 minutes.
You know, I looked at this and I said, and I went deep. I did some detective work with it. I said, I refuse to believe the date that I see on here. They said that this came out in 2013.
Get the fuck out of here.
And I said, get the fuck out of here. And I went through and looked, and I scrubbed to find at least one trace of modern day. And sure enough, I went through. If you look in the background, there's old Iron Man 3.
Oh, no.
The poster for Iron Man 3.
Yeah, he's rolling down Hollywood Boulevard.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah, when he's rolling down Hollywood Boulevard. If you look up Iron Man 3, came out in 2013. God. I was like, no! I looked at that, I'm like, it can't be true!
Fucking time paradox. Look at them.
Yeah.
He's kind of dressed sort of normal there, but he still looks like he got a.
that's not normal.
Well, I mean, better than him.
Yeah, both of them look like you. Both of them look like your parents who don't want to grow up.
Well, I mean,
Your parents who still trying to be, still trying to be cool like the kids out there, still going to the club.
There's a point when people get frozen in time as far as their style goes. And his happened a while ago, and he's still rocking it, and he still thinks it looks cool. And
nobody told him
that
to
Jerry
do it.
curl and those kind of clothes.
He's dressed cool for his time.
Yes.
And still think he could his son's friends. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
He's so delusional with what's going on because I look at it and I think he might actually be autistic. I'm not sure.
Oh, come on, man.
No,
now, when I say that, you get mad.
No, not if you said it here. Because I'd be like, Mike, you might have a point. Because I want you to look at something because he can't even really focus when he's
he can't.
Right,
when
he's looking off screen.
But
yeah.
I see that less as about having any kind of autism, is more just being not knowing, not knowing how to be around a camera.
I don't know whatever it is. The mother cannot stay focused.
No, he can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he keeps looking off.
Yeah, look at him. He looked like his pizza just got delivered. While they was
Probably
milling.
did. Wait, is that Jimmy John's?
Yeah. Eyes off you. Hold on. Yeah. He can't even concentrate on his own song.
You know, the funny thing about it is that was the best take.
Yeah. You know it was.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why it got used.
Yeah. It sure was.
Yeah, because it's 2013. That was digital. They could have shot that as many times as they wanted to. That's the best take.
This man can't even pay attention to the camera. He ain't got no charisma. Now, I don't know what the dude is like in real life, so don't let me go off judging him as a person. I don't know what he's like as a person. He's
got
amazing.
no screen presence.
He could be an amazing guy, and I really mean that because I'm judging him by what I see in his music video. In his music video, he ain't got no charisma. Ain't a goddamn thing going on behind them eyes right there. But in his mind, in his head,
He rocking it.
in his head, he's sexy as to the point where he walks in the club and everybody looking at him.
The hostess.
And the host is looking at him like, should I tell him his flies open?
His friend show is hot.
She just kind of like, well, he just tips me well when I flirt.
Yeah,
like this.
I'm gonna get a big tip tonight.
It's not like I'm f***ing him, man.
Yeah. Oh, he's back again.
Yeah, looks like I can pay tuition after all.
And you hit it, Martin. There's so many ways right here. This is some Mason Pryor shit that's going on. If y'all don't know the name Mason Pryor, you know part of it. You know Pryor. Mason Pryor is just like this man here, or should I say this man just like him? I don't know, vice versa, whatever. They're very much like each other. Chicken and which came, who f***ed up first? The Pryor or the Gay? I don't know. But they have a lot in common. I'll tell you, because we've been talking about this whole thing of him with his dad, his name and image and everything. Marvin Gaye III. Mason Pryor is the son of Richard Pryor and walked out at the Apollo, and the first thing this Negro did is drop his daddy's name to get some cheap applause.
Man, I'm nervous. I can literally hear my dad up in heaven right now, like, boy, you better not mess this up.
You know something? Let me give y'all.
Every time I watch that, it's just
yeah,
I know it does.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
Deuce chills.
Do not, if you have a famous parent, the best thing you can do is either you better make sure that nepotism is tight,
Yeah.
tight, or don't say shit at all. Change your name.
Yep.
Because what he did, he fucked up because he went out there, threw daddy's name down, and everybody had expectations. I believe that he wasn't good, I'll tell you that much, but I believe he bombed because they like, oh, you want to be Richard Pryor? Well, you better be Richard Pryor, which he was not.
I love the way your name comes off my lips. Boom.
Boo! The boo heard around the world. Boo!
Yeah, but
it wasn't enough to drop his name. He's doing an impression of him the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep. It's almost like he stepped out and say, hey, you guys, I've inhabited my daddy's soul.
Right.
Yep.
I know how much you love him. So for right now, I'm going to bring him back to you.
Right.
Ready? Here we go.
Yep. And you bet. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm saying he would have done better saying, hey, guys, all right, look, I'm new to this comedy thing, but I'm going to do an impression of my dad.
Yes.
And then he would have at least got something, you know what I mean?
It'd have been cheep, but he would have got something.
But I told you I'm gonna do an impression of my dad because he did. Remember that the interview he did after that? His hair was different.
I was just about to say.
See, that's what
he went out there and even got a Richard Pryor afro, got a mustache, came out there talking like him. I can see my daddy having right now. Boy, you better not this up. And everybody thinking like, well, if you're gonna be Richard Pryor, then be Richard Pryor,
right?
And you. And
doing all the mannerisms he used to do.
The belt, walking in the
got that hair right there. I can tell you if he had kept going, he would have been doing like this. Oh, at the same time. She like, they gonna kill him.
Somebody help this boy.
I love how even people in the audience, the ones who aren't booing, are just looking down like, oh no.
Can you imagine being there?
I don't want to see this.
But I tell you what, as bad as that was, and it was bad, it only lasted for a few seconds. You know, at least Richard Pryor, I'm sorry, Mason Pryor, at least Mason Pryor could sit back and say, you know what, at least I had people stop me. I had people tell me no.
Yeah, but you know Marvin Gaye III is like, but I wasn't live.
but Marvin Gaye III kept going.
Take you out this club and get back to my place. I knew when I saw this.
Mason Pryor has something that Marvin Gaye III didn't have. Somebody to tell him no. Shut the f up. Stop. Go away and think about this. You know, he didn't have that. And like I said, you know, you guys pulled it up. It is a Mason Pryor moment right here because, as you said, if you look at the video, everywhere you go, look, boy, stand on your own.
Yeah,
you don't everywhere he goes, he's making sure that his dad is right behind him.
He's got a picture of Marvin Gaye at the restaurant. What kind of shit? What?
Yeah,
this is Sardis. What the hell?
standing in front of murals.
Yeah,
of Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
And got the nerve to have a mural of Marvin Gaye holding a Grammy.
Grammy, yeah.
Marvin saying, and this is the closest you'll ever come to one. Boy.
He won't even let him on. Every time he try to touch his daddy's a bolt of lightning comes back.
Well, it's like somebody believes in subliminals.
Oh.
As if we'll just watch it enough and get fooled.
And you know what? And you say, man, it's just the video.
That boy, he sounds just like him.
Yeah.
He had to work up for Mason Pryor.
No.
He looks just like his daddy.
It works the opposite way. Seeing his daddy it keeps reminding how much he is not that guy. Mm-hmm. And you're probably sitting up here saying, well, man, God, it's a music video. Let the man have it. That's, you know, it's not in there that long. You don't have to, you know, if in fact, I bet if you blink, you won't even see it. Well, shit. Until you buy the album, and he's got his daddy right there on a skyscraper. Looking over him like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Use the Force, Martin. Just stop using me.
Yeah. Featuring Dexter Wiley.
D extra Wiley.
D extra Wiley.
Now, you know what's funny, though? You know what's fucked up is had he not put all that Marvin Gaye shit out there, he might have gotten something off of just some sort of novelty of the thing. Just how silly the video was.
Here's what would have happened.
And the, the beat and all that.
Still,
they start some Return of the Mac shit. You never know.
He still would have caught some shit, but not as hard. Because what would
if he changed his name.
What would have happened if he had changed his name? Let's just say we put this album out here. First of all, you up twice. First of all, you're using a classic, a legendary singer's name and trying to do the title from a legendary song that neither one of these you match up to. You f***ing up all around. Everything is a disaster.
Especially that poster.
Especially this goddamn Photoshop. This 1990s Photoshop.
Is it like D-Paint or some shit?
Shit, I've seen.
I guess, like, you just look at
I've seen rap covers better than this.
Because all of it looks so cheap. So if you going through things, you wouldn't even stop to look at it.
No, you wouldn't stop. Or you'd stop to be like, God damn, that's bad.
This shit.
Yeah.
I might get this just on principle.
Oh, look, something to do my coke off of.
Yeah. Take it home and play. Like, this is what hipsters do. They look for ironic shit like this.
Yep. Yeah.
This is where a hipster would stop and be like, this looks shitty. I'll take it. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. This is what would happen. If he just changed his name and wrote a song with a different title. It probably still wouldn't have gone anywhere, but at least somebody would have said, well, it was somewhat of a listenable dance tune or club tune. Nobody's looking for anything too deep with it. It was passable.
If somebody played at the club, you wouldn't think twice.
Yeah, if somebody played at the club, be like, hey, I'll even go as far as to give this man a little more credit and be like, hey, well, it was kind of a local hit. They used to play in the clubs around here. The kids liked it. The club goers loved it.
To it.
People were coked out and they were having fun. Oh yeah. And then somebody would have said, "Oh, did you know that's Marvin Gaye's son?" And people would have been like, "Well, that he definitely didn't get those genes, did he? That talent, that DNA." But they would have said, "But you know what? I admire him because he did not use his father's name.
He didn't try to trade on it.
He didn't try to. Yeah, he did not try to get by on his daddy's name and image.
He didn't get by. That is the cheapest. I'm sorry, it just looks so cheap. Every time you put that up.
Does.
Damn,
he just gets.
I mean, no one's talent came down to this kind of family. I'm sure somewhere there's probably a great artist in the family. Somewhere there's a great graphic artist. Yeah, I'm not trying to be mean, but seriously, listen, I'm being this rough because I'm not. I really like I said, I don't. Man, anybody that is out there doing their art, I'm not going to come down that hard on them. But you do not try to use your parents' siblings or anybody else's image out there to get by. Do it on your own. Do it. I mean, okay, so maybe not as talented as your father. Fuck it. Do your own thing. You're not your father, obviously.
Well, he's not singing the same type of music.
No.
And I don't see anything wrong with using his name, Marvin Gaye III, if that's
his name, that's his name.
His name. But the image stuff, to me, that's what pushes it over.
I have a problem with him using his name after I've seen everything else.
Okay.
Because that's just cherry on top. I'm sorry, man. Marvin Gaye has too much of a beautiful voice, and it's somebody that really worked on his talent and got by on his own talent.
I'm just about to lose my mind.
When he heard his kid, he's like, somewhere Marvin Gaye.
Vision of the future.
Yeah.
He's like, listen, baby.
Somewhere Marvin Gaye said, please somebody get this boy. I don't mean to be mean, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Get by on your own. If you ain't got the talent, then do your own thing. I'm with you.
Yeah.
He's not doing the same kind of music, so go off and do something completely different. Don't be putting goddamn pictures up of your daddy everywhere, trying to get by on that.
Too old to be doing that too.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you could see if someone in their 20s was doing that. Yeah. He is clearly knocking the hell out of 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean,
yeah.
And that's fine. That is fine, man. I am not a. Look, you know me. I'm not an ist of any kind. I'm not a racist. I'm not a homophobist. I'm not a sexist, and I'm definitely not an ageist. But if you were trying too hard, shit, and the kids don't say it no more. And I used to hate that saying, but goddamn, I look at this, I'm like, stay in your lane. I mean, really, you can get by with a lot. Listen, y'all, I'm 48 years old, and I'm still doing this stuff right here, and I'm about to get a second win with it. But I don't try to pretend to be anything other than I ain't trying to be, hey, what's up, hip kids?
Yeah. What are you youths up to?
Yeah. Hey, somebody's daddy's here.
Yeah. I feel very fortunate to have what I have, and if it comes natural, that's fine. I'm very happy to have a youthful audience, but god damn it, be yourself. Oh, y'all, come on. Ain't nobody trying to hate on nobody. No. Do your thing. Please do it. But, do it where it makes sense and do it on your own. This confused the fuck out of me today. And yet I asked the question, and I might ask this again, why have I not seen this? Thanks for watching, everybody. Look at that. You stuck around. That must mean you really love us. We don't have after part, so hit that subscription button so we never go away. Get notifications so you know where we always are. And since you love us so much, you can get more of us at our main site, doubletoasted.com. Over there, you'll find the long version of this video, along with many others, uncensored, unedited, and also the live streams that we do almost every night of the week. Support us at dtmerch.com. And remember to always stay